experiencing. So one of the things that we know, and this has been said many times, that Kenya has a triple burden of malnutrition. And we have the undernutrition that comes in many forms: stunting, wasting, underweight. Then we have the micronutrient deficiencies, and then we have overnutrition. I don't know whether that is lack or a bad thing, but definitely from a health perspective, it's a bad thing. Now, the challenge is, this is not the first time or the first year that we are talking about the triple burden of malnutrition. So it seems that we are not getting anywhere. It seems that we are not doing much. I know we are getting somewhere, but probably slow than expected. If you've been keen on the Kenya demographic and health surveys, I think since '98, we've more or less been having the same kind of outcome in terms of malnutrition. So really a call to action on what we need to do in this area, and probably tied this to indigenous crops. Just referring to the same KDHS, 2022, a very high rate of stunting between 6 to 59-year-old, and with a national average of about 18%. We know that there are serious regional disparities. If we go to the northern part of the country, we see high levels of malnutrition and stunting. Now, what is surprising? That is not what is really surprising. What is surprising for this is, and I say this because I'm sure a majority can access the KDHS 2022, that even counties that we thought are food baskets for this country have higher than average of the national stunting rates. So you go to places like Nyandarua, Nakuru, you'll be surprised that the stunting rates are very high. So that is the nutritional burden that we have. Again, also, and this has been talked about, we really over-rely on this type of foods. In many of our communities, and correct me if I'm wrong, when we harvest maize, we always say we are food secure. Is that true? But are we having the right nutritional, are we having a healthy diet? So we also miss on many things that we think that just having a staple food, then we move to the next level and say, now we are nutritional, we have nutritional security. So again, how do you look into that? How do you change that narrative? That people should know that all the food groups, and know that if you have one, even if it is in plenty, your nutritional status may not change, or if it changes, it may change for the worse. So again, something that we really need to consider. Now, we've also seen a trend in this country that our consumption patterns, food consumption patterns, have greatly changed. Some because of urbanization. We talk of these indigenous leafy vegetables. I grew up eating that. I grew up in the village. When you come to Nairobi, sometimes they're not available, or if they are, they're seasonal and probably very expensive. So you switch to what is available, many times cabbage and other things. And then we also influenced by other economic factors. Can my pocket afford those indigenous foods that we're talking about? And then we come back to the other thing, globalization, westernization. So all this has brought a new way of food consumption. And many people are going, and many young people, hey, hello young people here. Yes, they know themselves. Would prefer processed food. Quick to fix, quick to get. They're not going to spend time cooking managu. Oh, those who cook managu, how long does that take? It's not easy. And they would go for the quick to fix. And usually, they don't fix it themselves, buy it somewhere where it has been over-processed. So again, a new concept coming in, we are seeing it, but what is more alarming, that producers in these industries do the best marketing that I've ever seen. That a child goes to school and comes back home and tells him, Mommy, it is noodles. You don't even know what noodles are. You go to the supermarket and they can point and say, this is what I want. and you're left wondering, where did I go wrong? So we have challenges that compound to all the efforts that we are making. And I believe this dialogue is going to help us see how do we move and try and address these challenges and bring back the indigenous foods because of the non-violence. Now, I talked over in the morning, this is my second time I'm coming here,